Here, Laertes, aboard, aboard, for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory see thou correcter. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. The friends thou hast, and whose adoption tried, grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel. But do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each new-hatched, unfledged courage. Beware of entrance into a quarrel, but once in, bear it that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thine ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy apparel as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy, rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft proclaims the man, neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulleth the edge of husbandry. But this above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this in thee. My liege and madam, to expostulate on what majesty is, what duty is, why time is time, day is day, and night is night, were but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is a soul of wit, and tediousness its outward limbs and flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad call I it, for to define true madness, what is it but be nothing else but mad. But farewell it. Madam, I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true, 'tis true. 'Tis a pity, but 'tis true.
A foolish figure.
Mad, let us grant him then. But now we must find out the cause of this effect, or the cause of this defect. For the effect defective comes by cause. But now that remains. I have perpend. I have a daughter, while she is mine, according to her duty and obedience, hath given me this. Now gather and surmise. And my young mistress thus I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince, out of thy star, this must not be. And then these precepts I gave her, that she should lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, accept no tokens. And this done, she took the fruits of my advice, and he, repelled, a short tale to make, fell into a sadness, thence into a fast, thence into a weakness, and then into a watch, and then into a lightness, and by this declension into the madness wherein now he raves, and all we mourn for. Take this from this, if this be otherwise. How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter. And yet he knew me not at first. Said I was a fishmonger. 'Tis far gone, and yet, in my youth, I suffered much extremity for love, very near this. I'll speak to him again. What do you read, my lord? What is the matter, my lord? I mean the matter that you read, my lord. Though this be madness, yet there is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord? Aye, that is out of the air. How pregnant sometimes his replies are. But that's a happiness that often madness hits on. The actors are come hither, my lord. The best actors in the world. Either for tragedy, comedy, history, or pastoral. Tragical historical, tragical comical, tragical historical comical pastoral. Seneca cannot be too heavy or Plautus too light. For the law, the writ, and the liberty, these are the only men. Tell Lord Hamlet his pranks have been too broad to bear. I'll silence me in here, and you pray you be round with him.
Oh, indeed, this counselor is most still, most secret, and most grave, who in life a foolish prating knave. Come, sir, to draw an end with you. Good night, mother.